Hello and welcome to the John Majewski Academy as we have a Division 1 women's battle between home team Reading Rockets and away team Barking Abbey. Two teams been struggling for results this season. However, it always promises to be an exciting one when these two clubs come together. Head coaches Lauren Milligan and Joanne Portero Luque talking to their teams for the final time before tip-off. Officials Asa Baptiste and Scott Yam in the bright yellows today, ready to officiate this one. As the starting fives will be ready to tip this one up. And we are underway, and Reading Rockets will gain the first possession. Thompson comes off the screen from Malone, passes to her older sister, Amber Thompson. Now goes to the pick and roll. Looks to pass to her sister, Mia. Not open, not available. Malone will drive. Kick it back to the cutting Millie Day, but on the kick out to young Amber Thompson. She has a foot on the line. It'll be a Barking Abbey ball. So Verbita inbounds the ball to Yakubu. Reading Rockets also starting in their man-to-man defense. Barking Abbey managed to get a look off pick and roll and just drains the mid-range. And first points go in favor of the away team, Barking Abbey. Amber Thompson passes to Greer Rainford, spins, goes to her left, flicks up with the right. And a foul on Camilla Yakubu, so that'll be her first blocking foul. And it'll be 2 shots at the line for Greer Rainford. A player that can certainly get hot, get going. And she'll be delighted to see her first free throw go in, and that's her first points of the game. And Greer Rainford goes 2 from 2, so we're tied up at 2 apiece. Kubu playing the one spot for Barking Abbey. Passes to Alice Woodward, but a loose pass from her. Barking Abbey managed to keep it. Woodward can't get the 3 to go. They'll get another opportunity here though. So 3 ball. And it's good. Good patience from Barking Abbey. As they manage to get a shot off in time. And our first 3-point make of the game. Day sizes up her opponent. Calls for the pick and roll from Malone, but well defended by Barking Abbey. Back to Malone. And that'd be a foul on Woodward for holding Greer Rainford. I'm not sure what's going on here. I think a foul was called, but nothing signaled to the table. Day splits a pick and roll. And way off from Guerrero Rainford, so Barking Abbey will come up with a rebound. Pass ahead to Woodward. And a foul on Day. So that will be 2 shots at the line. And Woodward goes 1 from 2. Rockets yet to drop a field goal attempt. And Dave a really loose pass, and that'll be an easy 2 points for Barking Abbey. So an 8-2 point lead already for them. Mia Thompson with a loose pass of her own to Malone. And it's another steal and another layup for Barking Abbey. And Coach Luque with no choice but to call timeout. As Barking Abbey have an 8-point lead already. And Rockets yet to make a field goal.
You've got to seal your man. Whoever's playing that top position, you've got to seal your man.
So both teams here have a chance to reset themselves. Coach Luque be most likely talking about just cleaning up the offense and trying to limit the turnovers that they've had so far. And Coach Milligan probably just want to make sure they keep applying pressure, talk about the potential things that might be coming out of this timeout from Rockets, and come up with some defensive strategies to continue getting themselves off to this fast start that they've managed to achieve already. A win here for Barking Abbey would give them double the amount of wins as Rockets currently have. Likewise, a Rockets win here were tied up at 3 wins apiece. And teams just came out on the court a little bit early, so they'll just wait for the scorer's timer to run out, as it has. And we're underway, and straight away for Beaton, managed to just get a hand on the ball, but couldn't keep it in bounds, so not the start Rockets would have wanted out of their timeout. And here is Amber Thompson, misses the easy one, and Barking Abbey with a chance to get out and transition and continue this lethal run they've had so far. 3 no good from Nicole Clancy, but Megan Verbita will get blocked by Guerrero Rainford. So Rocket Star will look to have a go at herself against Megan Verbita, but good defense from young Barking Abbey guard, and the 3-point shot from Day is off, and it'll be a Barking Abbey baseline ball.
You've got to watch that over the back.
So Yakuba again playing the 1 spot. Easily gets past Guerrero Rainford, but can't get the little floater to go. Big rebound from Ada Johnwell. Clancy pass to Yakuba, goes all the way to the rim, takes the contact, and finishes the bucket and 1. As Yakuba gets herself onto the score sheet for the first time. And very quickly, this game is getting away from the Reading Rockets. Yakubu off left on the free throw. Day accepts the backcourt ball screen from Malone, goes all the way to the rim, but decides to stop and kick. As Amber Thompson can't get her 3 to go. Day with the rebound, but Clancy managed to get a hand on it. She's out in transition now. Woodward to Verbita, wide open for 3, can't get the shot to go. And Day will come up with it. Rockets desperately in need of a field goal here. Day decides to reject the screen, can't get past Clancy on her 1v1. Malone passes to Mia Thompson. Mia Thompson off right with the 3-shot. And Yakubu just speeds her way to the rim. Nice pass to Woodward, who kicks out to Clancy. Ball movement on point from Barking Abbey, but shot's no good. Greer Rainford now. Gets past Woodward, passes to Thompson, into the cutting Malone, but a loose pass from Amber Thompson will give the beat to the ball. She'll go all the way to the rim, miss. And it's that young lady once again, Sharon Adejonro, with yet another rebound and another layup. She's 3 from 3 from the field and 4 rebounds already to her name. 3 of those on the offensive end of the floor. Great screen from Malone, but a loose pass from Mia Thompson. Clancy tries to get past Mia Thompson, but referee felt Mia Thompson was moving on her way past. And Malone and the Thompson sisters will take their first rest as Safi Jarju, Tanya Dillon, and Chrissy Karpova will enter the game for the first time today. Karpova coming off that shoulder injury after a monstrous performance against the Worcester Wolves, leading the charge in a really good victory for the Reading Rockets as Costa Mendes can't get the easy layup to go. Baker kicks to Verbeeten. Verbeeten drives, kicks. Day gets a hand on it, out in transition. Woodward running alongside her. Day tries to make a move. Quite a lot of contact on the layup, but no call from evil official. So Barking Abbey will go back out in transition. Verbeeten, it's a lot of contact herself. But again, referees feel it's clean. Jarju sets that half court pick and roll again. Day stuck here. Managed to get herself out of the corner, but can't get past her defender. So it's Greer Rainford comes off the pick into Jarju. Loads of contact, and the foul is called on Ashley Baker. So better ball movement from the Reading Rockets, but finding it really hard to get anything at the rim to go. Had a few open corner threes, but again, just can't find their range just yet in this first quarter. Only 2 points after 5.5 minutes. The 2 free throws that we saw from Greer Rainford, and Karpova can't quite get a hold of that pass, and that'll be her first turnover. Woodward. And Rockets shifting to a 3-2 zone. Barking Abbey doing a good job of finding the gaps, but can't get anything to go to the rim. As official Scott Yam sees some illegal movement from Nicole Clancy. So Clancy will pick up her first foul as Verbeeten gets her well-deserved rest, and Yakubu will come back into the game. Dillon. Good use off the pick and roll. Judge goes all the way to the rim. And foul called on Ashley Baker. And that'll be her second, so she'll have to come out of the game now. And Addison Burleson will enter for her first minutes. Dillon short on the first free throw. Dillon with a really strong performance for the JMA Rockets WNBL side earlier in the week. Having a 20-point game against the Oakland's Wolves Academy over in St. Albans. Home fixture for her, and getting better and better as the year goes on, and earning more minutes each week for the Division 1 side as a result. Clancy way too long on the 3 ball, and Karpova does a good job to get herself in position to rebound, but comes off her knee, and that'll be a Barking Abbey baseline ball. Great to see 2 programs getting their youngsters playing. We've got Day and Dillon for the JMA Rockets, and many academy players for Barking Abbey. For Beaton, Woodward, Yakubu, lots of young talent being developed through the Barking Abbey and JMA programs. Karpova swings to Jarju. Jarju will screen for under 18 Rockets player Millie Day, who drives, kicks Karpova. Dillon decides not to play 1v1. Jarju with 6 seconds on the clock finds Day, and Day can't get the easy left to go, gets her own rebound and misses the right hand finish as Rockets continue to try and find their first field goal make. Here is Day, crossing over, gets past Woodward, goes all the way to the rim and just gets blocked by Burleson. And Verbeeten will come back in for the young Alice Woodward. Verbeeten averaging 15 points a game to go with just under 5 assists and 2 assists and 5 rebounds. And Karpova just coming off that shoulder injury, getting the first couple of shots. Difficult for her to find her range, so a little bit off on that one as she just tries to regain the strength in that shooting shoulder. Clancy all the way to the rim, no good on the left hand as Abbey also struggling to get the ball back in the basket. And here we'll see a rest for Millie Day. And a rest for Alicia Guerrera-Rainford as Malone will come back in, as will Amber Thompson. Burleson to Costa Mendes to Verbeeten into Burleson, and Dillon just leaves her wide open. It's a little bit lost on her assignment, and it will be an easy 2 points for Barking Abbey. So 16-2 lead for the away side. Dillon will try and create off the pick and roll, finds Jarju. Jarju drives. Burleson sees her to the baseline. Jarju kicks Karpova, shoots. And again, nothing but air, unfortunately, for Karpova. And Barking Abbey regained possession on the baseline. Costa Mendes drives right. Good steal. Jarju and Karpova working together to get a hand on the ball, and Karpova will pass ahead to Malone. Malone stops, passes to Thompson. She's wide open, decides to drive, gets to the mid-range, a little hezzy, goes all the way to the rim, and there it is. Rockets' first made field goal attempt of this one comes after just over 8 minutes, and Verbeeten can't answer it back with a three of her own. And it'll be a Reading Rockets ball offered to Costa Mendes. Attempted rebound. And Burleson will head back out for Adejonro. And Clancy will come out for Tanea Irish to get her first minutes of today's game. Dillon just uses her speed, gets past all the defense. Thompson drives and gets blocked out of bounds by Verbeeten. Jarju struggling to get it in. Barking Abbey doing a great job on defending the baseline set. So sideline ball now for Rockets. Karpova. Inside to Malone. To Thompson. Shoots the three. Can't get it to go again. Thompson struggling to get these threes to go. She's missed a couple now. Costa Mendes to Irish. Stops, pivots, passes. Yakubu can't get the three to go, and it'll be an Amber Thompson rebound. Yakubu staying in front of her assignment. Ball pass to Tanya Dillon. Malone to Jarju. Jarju drives with a weaker left hand. Stops, pops from mid-range, and misses everything. Just a 4-point first quarter so far for Rockets, and a team that can struggle to score the ball. So they'll want to try and find some solutions quickly, and already had one of their timeouts, so they have to wait a little bit for that next one. But Beaton can't get the three to go. Abbey 1 of 8 from behind the three-point line. So not actually shooting the ball particularly well from outside. They continue to shoot from deep, but they have found quite a bit of success around the rim and getting out in transition. Irish to Yakubu. Clancy, Verbeeten, drives left. Yakubu drives right. Good defense from Rockets in this 3-2 zone. And they just about come up with it at the end of the shot clock. And Thompson misses the wide open left-hand layup as Rockets continue to struggle to take the lid off the basket. And a really strong start from Abbey got them off to a 10-2 point scoring advantage, but scoring dried up for both sides later in that end of that first quarter, the second 5 minutes of the first quarter, as Barking only continued to add 6 more points since their quick run in the first couple of minutes. So Rockets doing a good job of slowing up the scoring, but really desperate to try and find a solution to the Abbey defense. Both coaches will be coming up with some plans and some ideas and solutions to try and get their teams back to scoring ways. Again, this one, a win would mean a lot to both of these sides. Abbey have only won 3 of their league games so far. Rockets have won just 2, one of which against Abbey. Similarly, Abbey knocked the Reading Rockets out of the cup, so they are 1 apiece as they try and break the tie. So teams head back out onto the floor. Adejomo, Clancy, Yakubu, Woodward and Verbeeten for Abbey, and Amber Thompson and Dylan will play the guard spots for Rockets alongside senior player Chrissy Karpova, and at the back of their 3-2 zone we see Alana Malone and Safi Jarju. Let's see what solution Abbey have found to this 3-2 zone. Dylan almost manages to get out in transition with a touch on that pass, but just gets past there, and great defense from Thompson putting the pressure on Clancy. Verbeeten will still come up with it, and now Clancy from the corner, no good. Thompson drives past Verbeeten, passes to Malone, kicks to Dylan. Dylan uses screen from Malone, great switch. Abbey looking to switch all screens by the looks of it and doing a good job of it so far. Rockets struggling to find solutions to the switching ball screen coverage, and Jarju just short on that 3-point attempt. As Clancy will get caught for the travel, so Adejonro still leading the scoring for Abbey. She's got 6 points and 4 rebounds along with 2 steals, and not yet had a turnover, so really efficient game for her so far, leading both teams on the index rankings. Dylan getting loads of contact, but no call from the officials, so Abbey will get out in transition and punish the offensive turnover by getting out in transition and making a layup. Tarek Luque and official Yam having a bit of a conversation there after what he felt was a missed call at the top of the 3-point line. Again, struggling to find solutions to this switching ball screen coverage. And a loose pass from Malone. We give the ball back to Barking Abbey. Lots of turnovers in this one already for Reading Rockets. That puts number 10 on the turnover column for them already. Barking Abbey with just 5 on their side. The beaten. Woodward wide open. Gets the 3 to go, and that will extend their lead to 17 points, 21-4. Dylan now will use the early pick and roll for Karpova, but manages to get past for Beaton anyway without much need for it. Amber Thompson looks to throw the ball inside, but well defended by Adejonwo. Getting in front, and there she is, that goal again. Excellent job on the defensive end so far. That's her 3rd steal as Woodward goes all the way. Loads of contact, but no foul called. Jarju uses the screen from Karpova. Karpova gets it over with 1 second to spare. Dylan and can't get the layup to go, but Jarju comes up with the rebound, makes the bucket and 1 called. Official acer. And now gives a bit of a warning to the head coach, Lauren Milligan, for Barking Abbey. So Jarju with a chance to convert a 3-point play. No good, and Barking Abbey come up with the rebound. Yakubu just goes all the way to the rim. And Guerrero Rainford notices the 2v1. Thompson and Karpova, and Verbeeten manages to get up in front of it, but referee Yam says that she was coming across the play. Felt like it was a blocking foul, so it'll be 2 shots at the line for Amber Thompson. And Verbeeten will pick up her 2nd personal. Thompson still struggling to get her shots to drop. 1 of 6 from the field and now 0 of 1 from the free throw line, but can get her 2nd one to go, and that will help getting herself up to 3 points. And just seeing that ball go through the rim does so much for a shooter, whether it's at a free throw line or a layup. Just builds you with confidence, helps you find your rhythm, find your range. Kubu, jab crossover to Clancy. Woodward back to Clancy. Drives past Karpova and Malone and gets the contact from Jarju. Too easy to get past the senior Rockets players. So Clancy with a chance to get some shots to go. And she's now tied for her team's top scorer with 6 points. Chance to try and boost herself up to number 1 with 7 if she can. Can't get it to drop. Thompson comes up with a rebound and loose pass to Jarju. Gives it right back to Barking Abbey. Rockets with far too many turnovers in the first half so far. Barking Abbey doing a good job of having disciplined offense, try and find the space against the 3-2 zone. Adejonwo drives, kicks. Clancy's going to have to shoot, gets it up just in time and drains the mid-range. Rockets went really hard to try and force them to the end of the shot clock. Dylan now rejects the screen. Kicks to the weak side, Amber Thompson. Passes to Jarju. Good down screen from Karpova to get Malone into the pick and roll. Malone shoots from way downtown. Just hits front rim. Woodward Out in transition to Yakubu, to Clancy. Clancy back to Yakubu. Costa Mendez will drive. And just gets past the hip of Karpova. She gives her a bit of a bump. That'll be a second team foul for the Reading Rockets. Karpova picks up her first personal, and Dylan will come back out. And Millie Day will come back in after her rest. And Karpova can't quite get a hand on the long pass to Woodward. Clancy, Yakubu, lots of space on the perimeter at the minute for Barking Abbey. Travels called on Yakubu. And back in for the Costa Mendez comes Tanaya Irish. Day accepts a screen from Jarju. Hits the ball up in a dangerous spot, but Adejono doesn't quite pounce on the opportunity, and Karpova sees her first shot go in. And she's got her first points of this one. And now Guerrero throws it ahead to Karpova, and she gets the layup to drop, and a well needed timeout for Barking Abbey as head coach Milligan tries to slow the pace as Rockets manage to get this back to just a 10-point gap, 12-24. Barking Abbey managing to move the ball well against the 3-2 zone and finding open shots and easy driving lanes, but not actually converting too many opportunities. Once they do beat the first and second line of defense, Rockets managing to hit that three and get one in transition, but not having a lot of success in the half court when defense is set up. So Voltaire Luque probably talking about how to attack that switching ball screen coverage, look at ghosting and slipping some screens and try and get some flashes to the basket off some away screens actions. A couple of ideas he might be thinking of. Leading scorer Karpova averaging just short of 12 points a game, already with 5 in this one. We saw those 2 buckets in a row right before the timeout. Meanwhile, Nicole Clancy only 3 points away from her season average of 11 points. She's on 8 points, a rebound, and an assist. A tough scoring day so far for Rockets. Amber Thompson on just 3, Mia Thompson, Millie Day, and Malone, along with Dylan, all struggling to find their first bucket. Barking Abbey have all started scoring with the exception of the young and very talented Megan Verbeeten. Irish, Yakubu, Clancy, Woodward, wide open. Can't get the 3 to go. Clancy hustles to get the rebound, but couldn't quite grip the ball on her attempted rebound, and Thompson throws a loose pass to Millie Day, and Voltaire Luque wanted to catch it, but the pass was a bit loose and a bit difficult for her to get her hands on. Clancy, pass Malone, Karpova will help, and a chance to trap here. Clancy dribbles all the way past, and a really easy finish for Burleson. Karpova and Guerrero had a good chance to try and trap and force a turnover then, but Clancy quite easily managing to get past and finding Burleson under the rim for a wide open reverse layup. And Millie Day goes all the way to the rim, gets her first points of the game, and one. And Yakubu will take a well-earned rest. She's played 14 minutes in this one already. De Costa Mendez coming in small spurts. She's back into the game and gets her first rebound since the re-entry. Irish can't get her hands on the catch. Gray Rainford passes to Thompson. Switching coverage from Barking Abbey. Still, Thompson managed to get past, but then missed the finish at the rim. Rockets sticking with their 3-2 zone. Clancy wide open at the high post. Woodward didn't see her. Burleson will drive and kick. Clancy for 3, gets it to go. The Barking Abbey bench enjoyed that one. She boosts herself up to 11. Jarju, Thompson, Guerrero Rainford, lots of contact on Irish. Referees agree that the contact was on number 14 tonight, Irish, and she'll pick up another foul. And she's picked up her first, but will come back out. Guerrero Rainford hits the first. 2 guards rebounding for Reading Rockets, so potentially a full court press coming here. There is the full court press. You can see him set up in a 1-2-1-1. Trying to be really aggressive on the ball. Good trap. Good rotation from Rockets. And that'll be an 8-second violation. Rockets with some really good rotation in their press. Causes Barking Abbey all sorts of troubles. They weren't able to break it. And the beaten will come back in. And Sharon John Rowe will come out. 6 points, 4 rebounds and assists for her. Really good first quarter and continues to build on that in the second. Kopova wide open. Long on the shot. To Costa Mendez. Pushes the pace to the beaten. Inside to Burleson. Wide open under the basket. Decides to pass. Clancy drives, retreats. Woodward can't get the 3 to go. Burleson with an opportunity for a couple of easy ones and does still ended up with an open 3, Barking Abbey, but no good. And referee Scott Yam calls the block on number 6, Alice Woodward. Going in for a chance to get a couple more. Rockets were a much better second quarter here. They have 12 points. Barking Abbey actually extending their lead as they have 13 in this second quarter. So as good as Rockets have been, Barking still just a little bit better, but a chance for Greer Rainford to try and tie this one up if she can get this second foul shot to go. And the second quarter has been tied up, and that's just a 12-point lead for Barking Abbey now. If they can get a score here. Loose pass from Woodward, but Burleson still comes up with it. Clancy to Verbeeten. Verbeeten drives left, stops, passes. Burleson continuing to operate in that low block. Good idea for the pass to Clancy, but not perfect execution as Graham Rainfield continue to drive. Pass to Jarju Kopova from way downtown. Off on that one, and when you're struggling for scoring, that's not the kind of shot you're looking for. And looks like Portero Luque agrees with that assessment and will sub Kopova out, and Amber Thompson will come back in. Clancy. Verbeeten. Fouled and can't get the shot to go. But a chance for her to get her first couple of points on the board as she's yet to score, but now has 2 shots at the line to have a go at trying to convert. First is long, so still trying to find that first point. The shooter's a load of confidence when you see the ball go in the hoop for the first time, so Verbeeten rarely not scoring a point after such a extended period in the game, but there it is. Just over 17 minutes, she'll get her first point on the board and gives her team a 13-point lead as they similarly will set up in a similar press by the looks of it to the Rockets. Looking to go a little bit more man-to-man. Dillon to Amber Thompson, decides to shoot early in the shot clock and hits nothing but air. Clancy switches to the beaten. Woodward drives, loses the handle. Comes off her left hand, wants it to be in her favour, but referees see that one correctly. Be a Reading Rockets ball, and just after we've seen Tracy Edagoke come into the game for the first time, a timeout is called by Coach Portero Luque, and he'll have his second one. Milligan still with one more to use when she so wishes. 13-point advantage for Barking Abbey. Better scoring quarter here from Rockets, but still not quite up to speed. Barking continuing to lead quarter by quarter and extend their margin a little bit more each quarter. And another chance for Milligan to just go over that offense against the 3-2 zone, and Portero Luque may be talking about a couple of ways of creating good shots in transition against that full court press. So a young Day, Mia Thompson and Dylan starting after that second timeout. Greta Rainford and Edagoke bringing in the experience. Similarly, Barking Abbey with a young squad. The beaten Yakubu Woodward with Clancy. Here is Trace Edagoke, spins and shoots over the rim, comes off Clancy, and it'll be a Reading Rockets ball on the baseline, a chance to try and create an easy score with a bit of structure here. Set up in a triangle formation. Thompson curls Day. Pass is long from Greta Rainford, and it's just not clicking here for Rockets. They are really struggling to get themselves going. Kubu handoff. Woodward accepts the screen. Kubu cutting. Edagoke gets there just in time. Day hand up on Verbeeten. Loses the ball. Dylan pushing the ball ahead. Draws the defense to one side. A really poor pass to Millie Day. Ends up trying to turn it into something, but no good. Another opportunity for Rockets squandered on that loose pass. Clancy. Adejonwo kicks for Beaton. Wide open three. Can't get it to go. She's really struggling to find her range today. Foul called on Mia Thompson. So her second personal. Clancy. Verbeeten. No good. Greta Rainford. Aggressive defense from Woodward. Almost manages to get a jump ball call, but just managed to be avoided by the defense. Day goes all the way to the rim. Gets a bit of contact. Chance for two at the line. Rockets not scored for a little while. That foul on Adejonwo gives Day a chance to try and add a couple. It's only her first personal. She won't mind that. Day, the chance to take a couple of foul shots. First one is good. Gets her third point of the game. Just 1 of 6 from the field. second one good too. 2 swishes will give her a bit of confidence. Good break of the press and Barking Abbey. Great Rainford gets beat a little bit easy. Adegoke will get called for the foul. And Woodward gets her foul shot to go. Day loose handles, Clancy gets a piece of it. Day manages to recover and then turns it over on the pass anyway. That's a missed travel there, but Barking can try and make use of it and does get caught on the second travel. And Karpova will come back in to finish the last 30 seconds. Adegoke comes out. So 29.6 on the clock. Smart time management here could give Rockets the last shot. And a foul called on Verbeeten. That's her third personal, and it also means that Dylan will get a chance to go to the other end, and a dangerous player to have on three fouls. Verbeeten playing for the Sussex Storm under 18 side, whilst also competing in the WNBL for Barking Abbey. Dylan misses her first. Second shot is good. 32 to 20. Irish to Clancy. Tells Yakubu to cut through. Goes for a handoff with Woodward. Good slip from Adejumba on the ball screen. Loose pass to Irish, slows the offense down. Thompson tries to steal the ball and just gets clipped on the way through. So that will be team fouls and 2 shots at the line.
Nowhere near the ball.
So referees just discussing whether it's going to be called a normal foul or if they're going to upgrade it to an unsportsmanlike. So if they feel the player had possession and it was the last defender, they can upgrade it to an unsportsmanlike.
Why isn't there unsportsmanlike?
And they've decided to call it a regulation foul.
How is that not unsportsmanlike? Nowhere near the ball. Across the head.
So 2 shots at the line with 8.9 seconds to go in the second quarter, and Amber Thompson gets it to drop. Gives her point number 4. She has a chance to try and get number 5 with this second one and reduce the gap to just 10 points. Shot's good, so 10-point gap between the two teams. Guerrero Rainford will come out and Malone will come in. Woodward will come out and DaCosta Mendez will come in to finish the last 9 seconds. And head coach Milligan decides to call timeout. Probably a chance for her to draw up a play here, and this is where the battle of the tactics come out. Right now, Rockets set up in a 1-2-1-1 full court press, so chances are Milligan will be discussing how to break that press. This is when you normally see coaches switch up their tactics and move to something a little bit different, try and cancel the timeout from the opposition coach. So we'll see what both teams decide to do coming out of this timeout. Will it be a different defensive adjustment for the Rockets? Or will it be a well-executed offense for the Barking Abbey? So teams will head back in. 10-point gap, so a good opportunity here for Barking Abbey to extend that. Likewise, a chance for Rockets to try and keep it at a 10-point gap, maybe even get a quick transition point. So it'll be a man-to-man press here for Rockets. And Yakubu does manage to get hold of it. Day needs to stay in front. 5 seconds for Thompson's left her assignment. Irish pass inside, lots of contact, but no foul called. And that'll be the end of the first half. Reading Rockets lead by 10. 32, down by 10. Barking Abbey lead 32 to 22. A tough scoring first quarter for the Reading Rockets, but an 18-point second quarter has pulled this back into it. 16 points in both the first and then second quarter for Barking Abbey. So teams will head to their dressing rooms as we'll take a short break as they'll discuss their tactics, and we'll come back to see what changes as we head in to the second half. Catch you in about 6 minutes. And we are back for the second half of this one. A better second quarter of action as Rockets managed to take the second quarter by 2 points, but a big 12-point win in the first quarter for Barking Abbey has meant that the team from London are up by 10 as we're about to head into the start of the third. Again, both teams trying to add another win onto that low tally in the win column. A game that both teams look forward to, a game that they like to compete in and do their best to try and sneak a win. So we'll see who comes out. Clancy is heading back out to court, leading for Beaton, Adejonro, Yakubu and Woodward, the starting five. Karpovo is going to start the second quarter, as is Dylan and Jarju, who all didn't start at the beginning of the game. Guerrero, Rainford and Day will join them. Again, that Barking Abbey switching coverage. Rockets really struggling to punish that. Maybe a chance to slip or dive on a couple of screens. But similar matchups across the defensive line for Barking Abbey makes it very difficult to find a mismatch on switching. Rockets continuing in their 3-2 zone. And the ball will get knocked out. And it's Woodward to inbound for Barking Abbey. For Beaton in the corner. Defended by Guerrero Rainford. Gives enough space for a shot. Ball hits the rim. Comes off the head of Jarju. There'll be another chance for Barking Abbey maybe to run a similar set. Dillon gets the touch on the pass to Yakubu. Yakubu still comes up with it. Babita in corner 3 with 2 players closing out. Can't get it to go. Jaju keeps it in. Day pushing the ball ahead. Pass the cup over. Dillon. Cup over. Long on the 3 ball. Graham Rainford getting pushed out by Verbeaten, but Jean-Baptiste stays to the side against the push. Clancy drives on Dillon, stops, pivots, passes to Woodward. Woodward drives left, goes all the way to the rim, misses with the right hand. It's that go again. Out of John Rowe. Getting after those boards. She has 6 rebounds to her name so far, but couldn't quite get her hands on that one and will result in a Rockets ball. Kapova gets the ball over the half, keeps going, could have a chance for a layup here, decides to pass the Day, wide open in the corner, no good. Yakubu, Verbeaten, stops, pivots, tries to sneak the ball through but can't get it to go. Day in transition, can't pass Greer Rainford, decides to drive, and a foul on Clancy. It's called for the block. Barking Abbey coaching staff just want to have a quick conversation, ask a couple of questions to the referee. Clancy will get called for her second personal foul. Cup over. Gray Rainford drives on Woodward, goes all the way and does get called for the foul. So it'll be a second team foul for Barking. I mean, a third personal for Alice Woodward. Both her and Verbeaten on 3 fouls, with Baker and Yakubu just trying to manage 2 each at the moment. Rockets foul trouble, not so bad. Mia Thompson and Jaju on 2 each, and nothing more than that across the rest of the team, as Gray Rainford will try and drop her second of 2. And can't, so she goes 1 from the line, but it is now only a single digit gap as Rockets are down by just 9. And Dillon gets called for being a bit too handsy. That's her second personal. Tanya Dillon averaging 4 points, 2 rebounds and an assist per game. Getting just over 15 minutes. She's at 14 minutes already in this one. We're only early into the third. Clancy Long, Barking Abbey continuing to chuck up the 3 balls. Really struggling from behind the arc, going just 3 of 21. And Day couldn't get the 1v1 shot against Verbeaten to go. Difficult for Verbeaten to try and defend when she's on 3 fouls. So her and Woodward have to work really hard for the next couple of minutes. Clancy just clocks Dillon in the face with her elbow. Dillon to Day. Day drives left, throws it up with the right and gets the roll. It's a 7-point game, ladies and gentlemen. Rockets on 25, Abbey on 32, and they really need to try and get some better looks. A little bit of overshooting going on against this zone as they struggle to try and find anything inside. Rockets' game plan starting to come forward, and that is a foul on Jaju. And Verbeaten, who is currently 0 of 12 from the field and 0 of 7 from 3, with a chance to try and improve her 1 from 2 free throw record. Can't get the first to go. Second is off. And that could be costly for Barking Abbey as Rockets continue to try and get ahead. Millie Day dribbling into all sorts of trouble. Needed to pass that way earlier. But it would be a jump ball, so the ball goes back in the hands of Barking Abbey. Just trying to force the dribble too much on that one. She'll pick up her 4th turnover. 17 turnovers for the Rockets, competing with 14 of the Barking Abbey. Verbeeton will drive. And just creates some space with her forearm and misses the left-hand layup. Guerrero Rainford. Pass the cup over. And Carpova very smartly just throws the ball off Sharon Adejonro's leg. And the ball goes back to the home side. Carpova wide open from 3. Gets it to go. And forget that double-digit lead that was in the favour of Barking Abbey, because this is now only a 4-point game. They've beaten way too much space. And whether she's missing or not, you cannot give a player of her quality that much space. That could be a chance for her just to get herself going after a really tough start to the first half and beginning of the second. Malone goes all the way to rim, decides to kick. Day wide open from 3. Long, and Malone really needed to finish that. As Ashley Baker will come back in, and Sharon Adejonro will take a rest. 7 rebounds, 6 points, 4 steals, and an assist for her so far. A player that's really, really improved over the past season and a half. Her time at Barking Abbey. It's nice to see so many juniors. Tanya Dillon, Millie Day, former under-18 and academy player. Mia Thompson, even her sister did a year with the under-18s in Reading Rockets. Safi Jarju, a former JMA player. Amazing to see both sides with so many juniors. And Megan Verbeeton finally is finding her range and gets that lead back up to 10. And Coach Portero Luque gutted to have lost that big run they were on. Brought it back to just a 4-point game, and then 2 big threes from Verbeeton with 2 slow closeouts from the Rockets. Gives her 6 quick points and gives the Barking Abbey advantage a boost up to 10 once more. Scoring coming from multiple hands for the Rockets. Karpova with 8, Guerrero, Rainford and Davis 6, and Amber Thompson chipping in with 5. Meanwhile, Barking Abbey, Clancy leading all scorers of the game with 11 of the beaten. Just managed to get herself up to 7 points in those last 2 possessions. Adejonro and Woodward with 6 each. Great to have so many Reading Rockets junior players at JMA in attendance. Under-18 boys premier team here after their away fixture today, coming to support. And some of the girls from the junior program in attendance to cheer on some of their older colleagues. Guerrero Rainford, good spin, uses the pick from Tracy Adegoke. Managed to go all the way to the rim and can't quite get that right hand scoop to go. Coach Milligan asking Barking Abbey to push the tempo. Clancy decides not to shoot. Woodward in the corner. Adegoke manages to close out. Dillon trying to stay in front of Clancy, and a foul called on Adegoke. And Clancy gets both to go. Rockets will need to find a chance to score here. Day gets over just in time, puts Casey in the cage behind her back. Nancy gets beat. The beaten will get called for a foul, and that is her 4th personal. So yes, she's been hot, but Milligan's surely going to look to sub her here. And yep, there is the sub as Tanaya Irish will come in to replace the 15-point a game Megan Verbeeten. Day hits the first. Second shot is good, so back to 10-point gap. 30 to the home team, 40 to the travelling side from the capital. And Dylan and Yakuba will take a rest. Conda Mendez and younger sister Amber Thompson in the game for their respective sides. Woodward will drive, pass, really loose pass. And Clancy will touch the ball to try and make sure it goes back to just over the halfway line. Cup over into Day. Oh, lots of contact. But referees feel it was clean, aggressive contact. So Barking Abbey with the ball. Costa Mendez will offload to Irish, but ball's scrambling around for Barking Abbey. Rockets with loads of pressure. And Clancy's going to have to make something happen with just 2 seconds left on the clock. And shot clock goes off, and that'll be a 24-second violation. And now Day's going to play the 1 for Rockets and try and get them into some offense here. But actually she decides she might have a chance to take a little run and misses. And not a great execution on the runner. Clancy with a chance to try and get a couple of her own. Decides to kick the ball out. Baker was wide open on the basket, but Clancy can execute the pass. Gray Rainford passes to Day, and 2 points are a good. And all the way to the rim goes to Costa Mendez and finishes with her left hand. Madagoke. Thompson sets the ball screen. Thompson rejects. And a foul called on Tanaya Irish. Contact called on a reach. It'll be a baseline ball for the Rockets as Clancy will head to the bench with her 13 points and Yakubu back in. Lana Malone back in for Adagoke. As Coach Joan Portero sets his team up where he wants them. And a loose pass from Guerrero Rainford, but Thompson manages to pick up the loose pass from Barking Abbey and give her team the possession again. Thompson, just losing a dribble, manages to regain it. Lovely back cut from Day, decides to pass. Thompson to Malone. Malone fakes, drives, pivots. Thompson, can't quite get her hands on it, and Karpova slows the ball down while Malone and Day have a chance to get back. Yakubu pass to the wide open Baker, who decides to swing and not take the 3 ball. Woodward drives, kicks to the opposite corner, and Irish can't get the shot to go. Karpova takes her time, gives the ball to Day. Karpova Way too long on the 3 ball, and Barking Abbey have a chance to try and get their points back up here. The game is plateauing at that 10-point mark in terms of the scoreboard. Rockets and Barking coming up with stops consecutively. Gray Rainford, Day. Gets the shoot as well to go. On the runner, Karpova comes up with a steal, gets it to go herself, and it's only a 6-point gap, 42-36. An explosion of scoring from Rockets, 2 quick layups back to back. Barking desperately trying to find a chance them to score themselves. Woodward goes all the way. And Malone manages to get her body in the way. Wide open shot is good from DaCosta Mendez. 2 points from the corner. Thompson with chance trying to go all the way here. Takes contact, passes at the end. Officials decide foul should be called. I believe the foul was on Ashley Baker. Ball was passed off, so it would normally be a baseline ball, but Barking Abbey already in team foul trouble. Cone is up on the table, so it's 2 shots for every foul that is on the defensive end. Amber Thompson gets her first to go as we see the reintroduction of Burleson. Normally playing 7 minutes a game, and she's got 4 points and a rebound after 5 minutes of action today. Deficit only at 6. Irish. Clancy. 3-2 zone still going for the Rockets as they trust in that zonal defense. Clancy stops passes. Yakubu. And Malone, good contest. Thompson needs to pass ahead, does to Karpova, cutting Malone, not open. Thompson swings to Greer Rainford. Score here for us will be huge as she spins, tries to finish. Can't get the right hand layup to go. Spin move of her own has DaCosta Mendez to Yakubu. Karpova couldn't quite get her in time for the steal. Clancy forces Malone to come all the way out. Looks like Rockets might match up for a second. No, back into the 3-2. Yakubu drives, kicks. Irish can't get the 3 to go, and it's a rebound for Karpova, and a foul called on number 12, Nicole Clancy. The referees, as that was a loose ball, so the ball wasn't in possession of the team after a shot, does mean that it will be team fouls and 2 shots at the line. Karpova a bit shaken up on that one. Milligan really upset that the call's been made.
Go shoot the ball.
Umpire Asa having a conversation with Milligan.
Ref called it. Go shoot the ball.
And crew chief Yam having a quick conversation with Nicole Clancy whilst the conversation between co-official and head coach Barking Abbey happens. And now Karpova will go and take 2 shots for the team fouls. Just 21.3 seconds left in the third. Those team fouls are reset. Rockets can make use of 1 more if they want to try and stop or slow the clock. And Rockets will sub out Karpova after these couple of free throw attempts. First one is good. Gets the Chrissy Karpova points tally up to 11. She has a chance to try and tie leading scorer Millie Day with 12. Can't do that, so it's Day with 12. Karpova 11. It's just 16 seconds on the game clock, so shot clocks have been turned off, and Karpova can't quite steal the ball. Irish 6, 5, and a foul called on Amber Thompson, but not necessarily a bad foul. It's only a first, and it does force a sideline ball. Does give Barking Abbey a chance to try and create a desired shot here with a sideline offense, and Kopova is the sub that comes out for Millie Day. Yakubu, Clancy, Malone tries to block the shot, and shots long from Clancy. And with just 10 minutes of action left in this one, Rockets with a really big third quarter, as they managed to take the third quarter 16 points to 13, and now winning 2 quarters in a row. That has reduced the original 12-point gap to just 5. So, all to play for in this fourth quarter. 2 teams all really want to try and snatch another win. Barking Abbey trying to extend their win column to double that of Reading Rockets, currently on 2. Barking Abbey trying to push to 4 wins. Meanwhile, Rockets trying to tie up that place at the bottom of the table with Barking Abbey and try and tie with them on 3 wins each if they can come away with a favourable scoreline here. So both teams are a couple of timeouts still left to go, but they'll use this 2-minute period to come up with some ideas and some scenarios and game plan ideas ready for an exciting fourth quarter. We hope you're enjoying the JMA game day experience over on the YouTube channel. Hopefully in future we'll be able to get this out to you live. Couple of Wi-Fi issues today, but we will make sure this is available for you on YouTube, so welcome to our YouTube video if you are watching this one from home. Always a pleasure to have you on board supporting these 2 fantastic women's programs. 2 programs really promoting opportunities for young players to compete at the Division 1 level or senior level, something that both academies and clubs philosophize and will want to continue doing for the next however many long seasons. And plenty of girls here that you'll see progress through their women's careers as they get older and more experienced in the game. Lots of talent that will continue their journey on. Kopova loses it, but it was off Clancy, so the ball will go back into the hands of Gray Rainford. It inbounds to Malone. Amber Thompson goes all the way. Good block from Burleson, but Scott Yam felt like it wasn't the ball that she got, and it was actually some skin contact. Thompson reduces the gap to 3. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a 1-possession game, 41-44. Barking Abbey, the away side, struggling to continue growing their lead. It's another missed layup from Taneo Irish. Mia Thompson to Amber Thompson. Malone to Kopova. Rhea Rainford wants the post up, but Alana Malone is in the way. 4-3. Rockets need to chuck this up. Wide open layup. And it's a 1-point game. And a stop and a score for the Reading Rockets would give them the advantage on the scoreboard. So Barking Abbey staying relatively calm in their offense, but still struggling to create scoring opportunities. Yakubu, Irish, DaCosta Mendez long from 3. Amber Thompson. Malone to Mia Thompson, who kicks her sister Amber wide open, just hesitates, and that hesitation has meant that she will not get the shot to go, and it's a air ball from young Thompson. Now they'll get a chance to set back into their 3-2 zone, and Barking Abbey again with good ball movement, and they're starting to find gaps in the zone to penetrate, but not able to convert their looks. Clancy operating the high post. Woodward decides to shoot. Barking Abbey need to really start to try and consider the shots they're taking early on. They are 5 of 28 from behind the arc, shooting under 20% from 3, but continuing to take them. Oh! And Malone with what looked like very good defense, stayed vertical, stayed in her cylinder, but gets called for a blocking foul. But only her first personal foul. So Yakubu will get 2 shots at the line. And Yakubu's banked the first one. Second shot's only a 2-point advantage. At every point matters. And the crowd from JMA managing to force a miss on the second shot. Mia Thompson, Day to Clancy. Can't get the ball inside. Cutting Amber Thompson, well defended by DaCosta Mendez. Mia Thompson gets stuck. There's only 3 seconds left on the shot clock. It's going to be a turnover, but they might regain the possession here. And a shot clock violation has been called, so clearly didn't feel like Barking Abbey ever had possession of the ball. Well, that would have reset the shot clock. Woodward, Yakubu, Clancy, Woodward, high post to Adejonwu, kicks to Clancy, can't get that look to go, it'll go out of bounds, it'll be a black ball, Reading Rockets, and good job from Barking Abbey to find the high post, but they're not creating looks off that high post. At the minute the ball goes to the high post, just to be kicked back out, there's not a lot of penetrating drives or high-low passes from that space, so this 3-2 zone working well for Reading Rockets. It's that wing drive causing problems for Rockets when Barking Abbey trying to attack. And that'll be an offensive foul on a moving screen. So Malone gets called for not being set. Yakubu. Clancy operating that high post again. It's where the space is. It's what they do from that space when they get the ball. Clancy steps out. Amber Thompson testing the dribble. And there we go. Adejonwu manages to drive. And there you go. There's the foul called. Foul called on the floor. So it'll be a baseline ball. Clancy. Guardian Day manages to navigate her out to the wing. Guerrero Rainford steals the ball out in transition. And good hands from Adejonwu after a great wall up from Nicole Clancy. Clancy above her 11-point average right now, currently on 13. Guerrero Rainford. Drive, scoops, lots of contact, but legal, says the referee. Yakubu goes all the way to rim, smokes the open layup. Georgie will then outlet to Day. Day gets over just in time. Amber Thompson. Guerrero Rainford. Talking about averages 18.5 points per game, but on just 6 today, and Karpova misses the 3. Georgie gets the rebound, offloads to Karpova, misses. And 2 shots at the line. In will come Megan Verbeeten. She's played just 19 minutes in this one, normally around the 30 mark for her. She's on 4 personal fouls, so 1 more foul and she will be finished for today. As Karpova gets the first to go, it's a 1-point gap, and this is a chance for Reading Rockets to tie the game. They have not yet led in this one and have not been tied since tip-off, and they are tied again. Pressure on the current possession holders, Barking Abbey. Hanson stops, pivots, Yakubu drives, Woodward's another 3-point shot for Barking Abbey, and another missed 3, but Yakubu with a strong rebound. Day manages to steal the ball from Verbeeten and finishes, and that is Reading Rockets' first lead of the game. Pressure on the visitors from the capital as Verbeeten will stop pivot pass. Clancy, well defended by Dave, gets out to Woodward. She'll drive to the middle. Great pass, but Jarju well navigated. She forces John out, and Clancy can't get a shot to go. It's a fight under the rim and a really foul called from Scott Yam. I didn't quite see what was wrong with that, but he's called contact. I didn't think there was anything in that whatsoever, but crew chief Scott Yam feels otherwise. So John with a chance to convert a 3-point play. Can't, and we are all tied up. Day gets past John, does a great job to get back in front. Day passes to Jarju. Amber Thompson. And it will be a shot clock violation. And timeout called for Tero Luque. That's his second. Tied up, 4 minutes, 59 seconds left. Any further fouls for the home team will be team fouls. Meanwhile, Barking Abbey on just 2 team fouls, so they can try and manage those last 2 fouls intelligently. Might be able to get a little bit of advantage from them. And leading all scorers, Millie Day with 14 points, 6 rebounds, and a couple of steals, followed closely by Karpova and Clancy for opposing sides. Karpova currently with 13, as is Clancy, going with her 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals. A good day for her. Got a lot of her points early and struggled to score as the game goes on. Adjonra only played 21 minutes in this one so far, but a really efficient game. 8 points, 9 rebounds, an assist, and 4 steals. Currently with an index score of 17, which is bettered only by Alicia Guerra-Rainford for the Rockets, who's only scored 6 points, but along that has 6 steals, 6 assists, 2 blocks, and 11 rebounds. So just shows that those key players, and those of you that want to be key players for your team, it is more than just scoring. Guerra-Rainford has not yet made a field goal attempt, and yet still has the most efficient game on the stat line. Taking pride in her defense and in what she can do on the offensive end. Yakubu, Verbeeten, Yakubu, jabs, drives, gets blocked by Guerra-Rainford. Verbeeten gets the 3 to go. That's what she adds. She will not want to get that 5th foul because she is starting to get him to go now. Day crosses up a play, goes all the way to the rim and gets the layup with the inside right-hand finish. Yakubu Verbeeten. Yakubu. Woodward. There's the high post, needs to make use of it. Clancy drives, pivots, and managed to just squeeze her way through the help defense and lay the ball up off the backboard. Here's Day, looking to get past Yakubu. Rejects the ball screen, kicks to Thompson. Thompson drives. A loose pass, and Verbeeten just gets the ball thrown into her left palm. Inside look, Adejomo kicks it out. Woodward, bang! And that's a 6-point advantage for Barking Abbey as they get 2 threes back to back to drop. Day looking to take control of this one. They can't get the right hand finish to go. Tries to get a piece on the ball from Verbeeten. Verbeeten manages to keep hold of it. And it's a wide open layup as neither Karpova or Guerrero Rainford drop when Malone goes to help. And it's a wide open layup for Adejomo. She's now on a double-double, 10 points and 10 rebounds. A well-deserved double-double. Being very impressed with her today. And foul called inside on number 12. Nicole Clancy, and Dylan will now come back into the game. She's played 18 minutes in this one so far and looked like she'll try and close out as Clancy and Verbeeten both on 4 fouls now, and Guerrero Rainford will take the longer walk around the 3-point line. Karpova, Malone, Thompson to the cutting Day. Malone gets a chance, lots of contact, and it'll be 2 shots at the line. That puts both teams on 4 team fouls, so any fouls for either team from here on out, unless it's an offensive foul, will result in 2 shots at the line. Really important that Malone try and get these 2 to go. It's an 8-point gap at the minute, so every point matters for the Rockets, and she can't get the first one to drop as it just balloons off the back rim. Second shot does rattle around and drop through the strings. Verbeeten, great pass ahead to Clancy, another good pass ahead to Woodward. Now a chance to attack the 3-2 zone. Verbeeten to Clancy. Clancy tries to get a look inside. Wasn't open. Woodward drives all the way to the rim. And one. Karpova gets nothing but bicep as Woodward muscles her way to the rim and manages to get the and one to go. And that is extending the Barking Abbey lead to 9. And that first quarter proving damaging for the Rockets. Just scoring 4 points in that first quarter and going down 12 before starting the second has meant that despite Rockets' best efforts to come back in this one, it's still going to be a 9-point gap. And Woodward says make that 10. 60 to 50, all that effort from Rockets to get it to a single point gap, even take the lead. But since the entry of Verbeeten, the side known as Barking Abbey managed to get the advantage back up. Malone, one bounce and finishes. Rockets need stops. Yakubu drives, just glides past Amber Thompson. A mishandle from Adejomo, and it's a turnover. Reading Rockets come up with it. Malone with a good screen. Thompson, really loose pass. And Malone was open on the roll, but Thompson couldn't find it with the left hand attempted dime. Verbeeten doesn't miss those short ones. And it's a 62-52 lead. And with just 100 seconds left on the game clock, Rockets need to make something happen here. There'll be a kick ball, so reset shot clock. It's come off the foot of Day. Thought it came off the foot of Adejomo first, but Scott Yam saw it differently. And as crew chief, he has the power, so it will be a Barking Abbey possession. So with just 90 seconds left, it is going to be a fight to the death from the Reading Rockets. So they will want to put everything into these last 90 seconds. A game that was at home, your closest competitors in regards to the league table, but Barking Abbey just electric in the first few minutes of this one, getting steals and transition points. It looks like it might be too much for the Reading Rockets, but we've seen crazier things happen in 90 seconds of basketball. So we'll see what can happen to finish this one. Woodward. It's Amber Thompson. Fancy. Finds the back cut to Babita. And that's a 12-point game, and you have to think this is too big a gap for Rockets now. They need quick scores. A couple of threes would even really help their case. Yakubu gets the ball. Malone fighting hard as she can to get the ball, but somehow Barkley's still up with it. Malone still trying to get a hand on it. Excellent effort from her. Clancy just slows the pace. 12 seconds on the shot clock. They want to use all of it. Limit the amount of possessions Rockets can have. Clancy crosses. Yakubu. And Babita gets blocked at the end of the shot clock. 43.5 seconds left. DaCosta Mendez will come in for Yakubu to try and see this out on the defensive end. Clancy, loose pass from Rockets. This Barker will be back, and she'll just try and see out as much of the shot clock as possible. Woodward. Foul called by both officials on Millie Day. And because of team fouls, that will be 2 shots for Woodward. Player that only averages just under 5 points a game, but is on 11 already in this one. A chance to try and boost that to 12 or 13 with her free throws. Makes it 12 with the first. Can't make it 13 with a second. It'll be a Rockets ball with 27.5 seconds left. Rockets will want to just try and get a good look here and try and get that points difference down a little bit in the league table, just in case. Dillon goes all the way to the rim, misses the left-hand layup, but Malone again hustling all the way to the boards. Costa Mendez, Clancy, and a foul on Malone. 2 shots at the line. Clancy. Just 2 of 10 from 3, but now 4 of 5 from the free throw line, so her aggression to try and get to her line today paying off. A chance to try and go 5 of 6 here. And she does just that. 13-point lead for Barking Abbey. Dillon can't get past the 2-3 zone. Malone, Thompson shoots after the buzzer, and Barking Abbey will celebrate their 4th win of the season. Rockets just fell short in this one. Did manage to win the 2nd and 3rd quarter by a total of 7 points, but Barking Abbey managing to have a 12-point win in the 1st and an 8-point lead in the 4th. Just too much for the Reading Rockets. A well-earned win from the side from the capital. It's been a pleasure to have you all join us. It's been awesome to see some of the young talent offer. Young under 18 Millie Day leading the scorers for the Reading Rockets with 16, but they're beaten with 14, second only to Clancy for Barking Abbey. Great job from both sides. We thank you for joining us on the YouTube video, and we'll see you all very soon at the next one.